Start?
Hello. Welcome everybody. Getting started a couple minutes late. I'm David Driscoll.
This is Minjae Kim.
And we're here with the Body and Brain kind of live coaching. So today we're talking about how to put exercise and meditation into your daily routine for the maximum benefit.
How do you include that is connected with how to create healthy habits.
Healthy habits, yeah. So many people, you might have looked at the habits of highly successful people, right?
Right.
And they often recommend using your time really well. Managing your time really well is a big important of being productive and healthy.
Yes, and then you cannot create the healthy habit overnight, so this consistent effort is really important.
That's right. So what time of day for you, if you're watching, why don't you comment? Let us know what time of day for you is the best, in this case, for exercise or meditation. Do you have a daily routine? And if so, when do you put it in there? In the morning? In the afternoon? Or before bed at night? Is there a time that works better? Or is there another time that you would like to put some exercise or meditation into your routine that you haven't been able to do yet? What time would that be?
And there might be some people who don't do exercise every day.
No. Everybody, you guys do it, right? Oh, okay. Patrick, 5 to 7 a.m. Very good.
Very good.
So are you a morning person, Patrick? I'm wondering, is that easy for you, kind of natural, or is it always a little bit of a challenge to get up? If you're consistent at 5 a.m., then I think you're either a morning person or your willpower is already very strong.
Maybe 5 a.m., the first thing that comes to my mind might be, 10 minutes more.
10 minutes more, right? If anything. Otherwise, you're still in dreamland. Most powerful, right?
Wow.
So actually, there's a lot of information both from Western science and from Eastern acupuncture or energy traditions that talk about the different power of different times of day. Why don't we talk about that briefly?
Yes, let's do it.
Let me see. So which one? Here it is. So you might know about the different meridians, the energy channels that go through the body. And we say that there are 12 major meridians, right?
Yes.
Which one has to do with sneezing?
Maybe your 13th meridian channel.
So the 12 major meridians many of them are named after certain internal organs like the lung meridian, the small intestine meridian, stomach meridian, large intestine,
spleen, heart.
Oh, I can see morning depending on how I feel. 6:30, very good. So it seems like we've got some morning people here for a routine. That's good. The lung meridian. Do you know what time it's said that the lung meridian is most active?
Lung meridian channel.
They say 3 to 5 a.m.
3 to 5 a.m. Lung meridian channel.
Lung meridian. And so it's often said that if you're able to wake up that early, that it's really the time when your breathing is kind of resetting.
Breathing is resetting.
No, even if you're asleep, that time is very important for your lungs to re-energize and recharge.
Yes, it is called inshi.
Inshi.
It is called inshi. And for the people, practitioners, especially for the mind-body trainer, they get up early in the morning and then do training 3 to 5 and do the breathing meditation. It is awesome.
So that's a very powerful time. Lung meridian time also, our thinking mind and the world around us tends to be very quiet.
Yes, and you said that the energy flow begins from our lung meridian channel.
So that's the beginning.
Yeah, so that is the beginning. And in the East Asia, especially Korea, I was grow into the culture. So when like mothers, they want to pray for their children. And they get up early in the morning, 3 to 5 a.m. There's inshi, and they put small in the bowl, clear water. Water means purification. So they pray.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's long time, 3 to 5 a.m. is really important.
So I've heard it said that if you naturally are kind of waking up, and it's not just a physical issue, or even if it is, if you tend to keep wanting to wake up before 5 a.m., that sometimes it's your brain or it's your spirit asking you, please send some energy, please connect during this time, because it's a very spiritual time. So I've heard people recommend, if you're waking up that early, don't worry about it. Actually get up, do a little meditation, do some breathing, send energy, or meditate about something that you want.
And also there are lots of successful people. And then they used the good time early in the morning, because that is when like nobody calls them and they can totally focus on their own self.
So that's what a lot of the psychology or Western medicine talks about, is sometimes the best time to meditate is just when you are least distracted by other responsibilities.
Yeah, most often the cases, it is early in the morning.
Early in the morning is a really good one. I see Patrick saying, drink warm water before meditation and then bow, Qigong, Meridian. Very good. So a little bit of physical movement and exercise. We often do a bowing meditation, a moving meditation that stretches the whole body, because it tends to prepare your mind to focus better and feel energy better and just generally have a better meditation experience.
Right. So it is really important to have a daily habit.
So lung meridian, 3 to 5 a.m. and then 5 to 7 a.m. when probably more of us are actually getting up. That's the large intestine.
Large intestine.
So interesting thing, lung and large intestine, how are they related in the energy tradition?
Yeah, they are really deeply connected.
It's said that they're a pair, right? So lung and large intestine kind of work together. Large intestine time is often said to be a great time to exercise.
Yes, yes. So both lung, meridian channel and large intestine, those organs are connected with the energy of metal.
Metal.
Yes, the 5 elements.
That's right. So the 5 elements, lung and large intestine, are that metal pair.
Yes.
So if you're able to work out in the morning, you may feel that your body responds really well to some exercise before 7 a.m. How about 7 to 9 a.m.? For many of us, this is our first meal of the day, right?
7 to 9 a.m. Yes.
Oh, you look so happy.
Yes. Now you're talking.
So what's going on at 7 to 9 a.m. in the meridians? That's the stomach.
Stomach.
So very naturally we can say that's a good time to eat your first meal. And for some people they would say eat your largest meal of the day at that time. 7 to 9 a.m.
Right. So many people say that the breakfast is the most important meal of the day, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Some people say that. I've heard some people say that about every meal of the day.
Oh.
Macro 325 Mike, good to get an early night's sleep as well in my experience. I agree with you. We're going to talk about that as we get into the later hours and the meridians associated with that. So stomach time, eating, but also it's kind of beginning your day of activity. And that's followed by 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., the spleen meridian.
Spleen meridian channel.
I've heard the spleen meridian, that energy is great for attacking your most challenging work of the day. It's the time to really use your energy and face the challenge with courage. You know, in English, we say somebody who has a lot of spleen energy, we talk about them, the spleen being related with toughness.
Really?
Yeah, kind of like an aggressiveness or an assertiveness. I don't know if you've heard that before.
I don't know.
It's sometimes a little bit tough, a little bit like mean sometimes, the spleen.
Spleen, mean and tough.
Yeah.
Then do you have lots of spleen energy or not?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Only when I need it.
Okay.
So the spleen energy, that 9 a.m., and for a lot of us, if we can get our biggest project of the day started between 9 and 11, that's often when we can be very productive and we feel like, all right, I've gotten over the hump and now the rest of the day I'm coasting.
Yes.
So that's recommended at that time. How about 11 a.m.? What's going on then?
11 a.m. it is about our heart.
Heart meridian.
Yes.
Heart meridian, 11 a.m. So I've heard, how about you? This is a great time to communicate.
11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yeah, that 2-hour stretch with the heart meridian, That's a time when you want to really do your communication, express, make plans, get some problem-solving conversations done.
That's good because it's often the cases we have like meetings in the office and have lunch together and communicate. That's really good.
Oh, I see. Beaverton is saying, yep, stomach, very important. Yeah, let's not forget about that stomach.
Yeah. I am not the only one. I'm happy.
So then 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., we've got our next meal of the day often, around that time. And that one is the?
Small intestine.
Small intestine. Small intestine, more about really soaking that nutrition into your body.
Right.
So that nutrition is really digested. Small intestine and the heart are those fire energy.
Fire energy.
They are a pair.
Yes.
So at that time, there's a lot of that fire energy. Small intestine. How about 3 p.m. to 5 p.m.?
There's bladder.
Yes, the bladder, the urinary bladder, because we've also got the gallbladder. So the bladder meridian is a time. What's going on with the bladder meridian? What does that relate to?
Bladder meridian, it is connected with the water.
Water, so kind of circulation, refreshing, cooling off the head.
Yes, purification.
3 to 5 p.m. is an important time to start kind of wrapping things up, right?
Right.
So for a lot of us, that's not the case though.
Because of our modern lifestyle?
Modern schedule, modern lifestyle, we're still just ramping up at 3 p.m.
Yes.
And it can be a good time to be physically active too.
And for some people, they have long nights too. So 3 p.m. may be like morning time.
It may be.
Yes.
Which is okay, but I think it's important to be aware of how your body feels if you're not able to kind of start wrapping up the day starting around 3, 4, 5 p.m.
So this is like 24-hour Qi lifestyle, right?
Yeah, so this is the tradition of energy practice.
Mm-hmm.
How about 5 p.m. to 7 p.m.? Do you guys know? Let's take a moment if you want to comment.
Do you want to comment?
First of all, what are you doing typically from 5 to 7 p.m.? Are you finished with work? Are you eating? Are you still working? Are you just getting started with your activities? What's going on from 5 to 7 p.m. for you? And then we're going to talk briefly about the Qi energy or the Qi energy meridian and what that means for our body and mind. So we'll wait a second. 5 to 7 p.m. What about you?
If it were not for the pandemic, then there's like a commute time, right?
Commute.
For most people.
Oh, commuting, yeah. Which can be a time to relax or can be a time to get a little bit stressed. Finishing the day.
Day off.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah, so for a lot of people, that's when the workday ends. And how do you feel at the end of the workday? Don't you feel some
relaxed? Oh, I'm done.
Relief. It's time to kind of let go and start to enjoy and relax.
And then you are waiting for your own time from now.
Yeah, it's kind of now I can really focus on myself and feel good and enjoy, maybe do something social.
Yes.
So 5 to 7 p.m. is
our kidney time.
Kidney meridian. And what is the kidney meridian related with in terms of our condition?
That is connected with our water energy. So it is connected with the vital energy. So the energy is going up. So when we have a healthy kidneys, then that is where the water energy goes up to our head. So our head becomes so cool.
So we often talk about water up, fire down, energy circulation being the optimal energy condition in the body. Cool head, warm belly. So that kidney meridian is also dinner time, but I'm a Pacific time. Okay, it works for any time zone. Actually, some people say it's where the sun and the earth are related. So it works in any time zone. Yeah. But the important thing is the kidneys have a lot to do with how we recharge every day.
Right. Kidney is really important organ.
If the evening time is not a time where you're able to at least relax a little bit, often you'll feel drained. One day after another, the evening is too stressful or busy or you're working late, you'll feel like you never completely recover. You don't get that energy back for the next day. And you might need a break.
Yeah.
So if you can work into your day, either 5 to 7 p.m. or around that time, a little bit of relaxation where your body lets go, you move a little bit, or you just rest, that can be really helpful. Kidney meridian.
Yes. Then how about 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.?
7 to 9 p.m. All right, we're getting a little later. We've got the pericardium.
Pericardium.
And what's the pericardium?
Right. What is it? And what is the function?
What's the function?
Yeah.
We don't know. No. Pericardium has a lot to do with also kind of the lining of the heart, it said. Pericardium has to do with also recharging and balancing your fire energy and your water energy.
Yes.
So it's a very important time for starting to recover your energy each day.
Yes. We are talking about the water of fire down. And then what is important is that we need to bring the fire down. So that is the principle. And then the phenomena will happen, like water will go up. So we can really focus on having the hot energy on our lower belly, on our abdomen.
That's right. So that's a great tip is in the evening, you may want to do some exercise. Finish by gathering the energy and warmth in your core again.
Yes.
So some people like to work out very intensely at night, but for a lot of people that might stimulate too much of that fire energy. It's hard to relax, especially if you want to get to bed at an early hour.
So in that case, often we do energy self-healing or energy meditation so that your organs can be really recharged and then soak into the fresh energy.
And also your mind and your body can really connect even while you're exercising, rather than an exercise that's overstimulating you. But for some people, that may be the only time that they can do strong exercises in the evening, and you can make that work for you too.
Because our body should get ready for sleeping, right? Deep rest.
Ideally, rest, sleep is very important for our overall cycle, especially long-term, our energy balance. If you sleep well, it's much easier to have good energy.
It is because our brain needs to take a rest.
That's right. So how about 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.? Oh, we're getting late. Bedtime, right?
Yes.
How about you? Do you get to bed by 11 p.m.?
No. I'm trying to, but it is always after.
That's why he's so
11
thin.
p.m. Yes.
He keeps using energy. So triple burner energy. So it says here, thyroid and adrenal glands. Yes, it's related to that balance of energy. And you know, if your thyroid, your adrenals get upset, many other things start to get out of whack. You may get some symptoms, you may have other illnesses, but originally we can say that it's that balance of energy and not being able to recharge enough that causes other problems.
And they create very important hormones for our body. And then if you lose control of this, then you are disconnected to parasympathetic nervous system, and there can be lots of symptoms related with this meridian channel.
That's right. 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. we have the gallbladder meridian. Gallbladder is the longest meridian along with the urinary bladder. And then 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. the liver. And those are both what kind of element?
Wood.
Wood.
Yeah.
So the wood element meridians from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. Obviously, this is a very important time for resting and recharging and digesting even. But digestion is also a lot of work for the body, so you don't want to be eating too late at night.
Right.
I highly recommend. For some people, it might not be an issue. I think if you are having trouble feeling rested, check the time of your meals.
Then how about you? Where is the latest time that you eat at night?
Often it's later than I would like, but I really feel good if I don't eat after like 7 p.m.
Oh, 7 p.m. Wow.
If I can do that, which is not all that often.
Good discipline. Wow.
But
great.
Then I really feel like my body, everything else gets a chance to relax and rest and recharge. Usually the next day feels better.
Yeah, next day. The next day is the reward.
So this is not a rule. You don't have to do different activities exactly during these times each day.
Whew, thank you so much.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I was thinking, should I do this exactly? What time is it now?
But what a lot of Western professionals find and recommend is it is important to have a routine.
Healthy routine.
Well, have any routine.
Yeah.
Routine that works for you.
Yeah, and the strongest routine can be like early in the morning. Yeah, but it depends on different depending on people. For some people, strong routine can be nighttime too.
That's right. So top recommendations. Morning routines tend to be recommended. So again, how about you? what do you do in the morning? Do you do that active meditation? How long? Do you have 30 minutes in the morning? Do you have 1 hour? Or do you only have 5 minutes between the time you wake up and the time you have to start maybe showering or packing for your day? Like, how much time do you set aside in the morning?
Those routine can be very simple and short thing, but if you do it every day, like think about that. If you do it every day for 1 month, then all the time accumulate adds up.
So this is the big thing about accumulating the energy. So what do we have? There's a lot of tips out there according to science. What's the best tip? So here's one that says, working out in the morning on an empty stomach is the best for weight loss. So how about you? Have you tried that? How about managing your weight? How's that? Have you tried morning exercise? They say it, keeps your body burning fat better if you exercise in the morning on an empty stomach.
So you are saying that working out in empty stomach every morning helps with lose weight?
Well, I'm not saying it, but this article from a scientist is saying
okay.
Between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m., your body temperature is the highest.
Between 2 and 6?
Yeah, 2 and 6 p.m. So there's another window of time that people say is the optimal time for strong exercise. You may feel the most energetic in the afternoon. But I know for some of us, that's actually the time we need a nap. So how about you? Do you take naps? Is that part of your routine? Or is that not part of your routine? Never take a nap. How about your routine in general? Is it stable or is it varying a lot? What kind of things throw your routine off? Let us know. This is important. This is actually a big part of what we're talking about here and what brain education can help us to identify as a factor in creating a healthy routine.
Yes, it can be different. And by this, between 2 and 6, the body temperature is highest. That means we can engage ourselves into a physical workout. Great.
Morning workouts may improve your sleep cycle. Of course, you've got those hormonal cycles each day and also the sunlight. How about getting outside? Getting outside can actually stimulate the release of different hormones and create a circadian rhythm that's good for us. So fresh air. How about when the weather changes? A lot of people in the winter time, if they're in a northern climate, northern winter, they may feel like it's harder to be excited. It's harder to be happy.
Good. Yes. So then what is your routine? What is everyday routine for you?
Well, thanks to you as well for leading training, I have a pretty standard morning routine to do meditation and a little bit of exercise.
Yeah, actually we every morning we connect with through the internet.
Yeah.
And then do the morning meditation, right?
Yeah. So we have a team and we do some morning training together via online. And it's a really nice way. Physically, sometimes it's hard to get up and do something, but especially emotionally and mentally, it really makes a difference. The first week might just be kind of pushing yourself to get up. But after a week or two, it starts to be something really comforting about knowing that you're going to have that time to plan your day and kind of check in with yourself.
Yes, it really helped me personally to get up early in the morning. And then also it has become a very important part of my day. Yeah,
that's right. So it's said that the meditation in the morning is very good. And some people say after work is a good time. I tend to like a little bit of active meditation, and that can include things like walking or exercising after a meeting or after work, sometime before sleep. I tend to find that really helpful.
Before sleep.
Yeah, before going to bed at night, I like to kind of clear the feeling of the day. Get back to a bit of a neutral feeling at the end of the day.
Right. And also the Blu-ray from the monitor screen is not really good for your deep sleeping. So rather than having like cell phone in your bed and reading things watching the video, it is not really good for your deep sleep. Right?
How about you guys? Comment if you enjoy using the cell phone or watching TV or computer at night. Hello.
Hello.
Comment also if you find that it's really disruptive to be looking at a screen, working on the computer late at night.
maybe you are in a different part of the earth, and then right now it is your nighttime, and then you are in your bed and watching.
Turn off the screen. Go to bed.
Just listen to us.
Yeah, or at least you can have a blue light filter, and that might help a little bit.
Right.
I find that if I'm using my eyes, looking at a screen late at night, I really find that it makes it harder to sleep.
Right.
So for me, at least 20 minutes of, maybe moving meditation. We do this kind of brainwave vibration, this dynamic meditation. That really helps to relax the brain before sleep, so I feel much more comfortable.
So we can have to-do list for every day. So every morning I get up and then do something, healthy routine. And it is very good to pad good habits into your already routine. For example, if you have a habit of drinking morning coffee every morning, then why don't you have 5 minutes of meditation right after the coffee?
Yeah, or while the coffee is brewing, take a couple deep breaths every day.
Yeah.
It could even be just for 1 minute.
And also when you brush your teeth, then you can do squat too.
Yeah, if you're multi-talented, you could brush your teeth and do squats and comb your hair at the same time. It's really good. But yeah, taking those little moments, especially if you feel overwhelmed, especially if you feel like you don't have time, then I really recommend that you check and you make time, even just 1 minute.
Right.
Because often what you'll find is that it was more the feeling of not having time than that you don't really have it. Your mind was so busy with what's coming next that you actually spent 5 minutes thinking about it without doing anything.
Yes. And also, as much as it's important that you have the to-do list, but also not to-do list is so helpful too.
To not do list.
Not do it. Yes.
Oh, 3:30 evening. Okay, that's the time for you, huh?
Ah, okay.
Good.
Great.
Yeah, taking that time. If you are the kind of person who does make time for just relaxing or connecting or meditating, you'll know that you receive value from that.
Yes.
You may receive more peace, you may recharge physically, or you may actually get your inspiration and creativity during those times. If you don't have a habit of taking time for exercise, meditation, or something to connect, then you may not feel like you're going to get anything out of it. Like, oh, I've got so many things that I want to do, I can't waste time. But our brain and our body works unconsciously a lot. And if we're in a state of being overstressed, we often are not working as productively as we can. We're not focusing as well as we can.
That is right. And if you want to start a healthy habit, then I recommend that start small.
This is a great one.
Start small.
So we're telling you, small things are important. It's valuable. Don't think it's too little. Don't think you have to do 90 minutes of exercise or an hour of meditation to make it worthwhile.
So rather than having a goal that, I will get up 4 a.m. in the morning from tomorrow and then do 1 hour of meditation.
Woo!
And then I will not eat anything after 6 p.m.
Now, sometimes that's great. You get inspired. Go ahead. Try it. Do that hour. But a habit doesn't change in 1 day. It doesn't change in 3 days. It doesn't even change usually in 1 week. What's the minimum time for changing a habit in your experience?
In my experience, at least 21 days is for the basic starting.
Yeah, so 3 weeks.
Yes, but it takes easily 3 months.
So minimum 3 weeks to feel like it's changing, but probably, I think that's reasonable, 3 months to really own that habit.
100 days.
100 days. So if you're getting up at 4 a.m. for an hour of meditation, you might get really fired up for a day or two, but for 100 days, are you going to make it? And if you give up, then you may not want to try again. So make your commitment, but also make it reasonable. All right, I'm going to get up at 5 a.m.
5 a.m. from tomorrow.
And I'm going to do 15 minutes of meditation. And then if I need to go back to bed, I will. Whatever you need to do. But this is a little bit more doable, but it will still require the willpower.
Right. And then another tip is, if and when you did it, the small changes, then praise yourself.
Yeah. Praise yourself.
Yeah.
Also, share with others about your plan, not to get just ego recognition, but share with them about your sincere intention.
Yes.
And also to reinforce what you accomplished.
Mm.
Especially if you're the kind of person who judges yourself harshly.
Yes.
If you're the kind of person who judges yourself harshly, then you need to... He's always calling while we're doing this thing. We have somebody who wants to be included in this live broadcast.
Don't call me if you are watching this.
Yeah, don't call it. And if you're not watching this, watch. So you got to get reinforcement. So I really recommend sharing with others. This time we didn't get completely distracted by the phone.
Yes, yes. I will make sure that I will do the airplane mode.
Airplane mode, thank you. So why don't we take a couple minutes, kind of wrap up, and why don't we do a little bit of meditation about your day, about your routine every day.
Yeah.
So when do you have time? What do you need in terms of a daily practice? When do you want to do meditation or exercise?
So while they comment, while people comment, how about you? How about sharing our own morning routine? What do you do?
The morning routine. Well, like I said, morning routine, we do some moving meditation, a little bit of body tapping, a little bit of energy meditation. You can check out the other videos on Body and Brain TV on our YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. By being subscribed, you'll get notices, especially if you click the bell icon when you subscribe. You'll get an email saying, hey, there's a live broadcast coming up, or this video was published. We have some great videos about basic practices like tapping or breathing or bowing meditation you can do. I also like to do some stretching in the morning. That really helps.
Yes.
How about you?
And also we do I do everything that you said, and also plus that I do some visualization meditation for the manifestation in my life. So there are things that I want to do. In the morning, I say myself that, I will do this today.
Right.
I will do this today.
So if you haven't tried that, I highly recommend use the morning as a time to plan out your day. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't feel like a burden. It should feel like, all right, I'm going to sharpen my focus about what I want to accomplish today. And it can really help in not getting caught up. So that at the end of the day, you feel like you really worked on what means a lot to you.
And also at night time, I do toe tapping.
Toe tapping?
Toe tapping. And then reflect myself for the day. Mm-hmm. What did I do? And how I did it? And how much I focused on myself.
That's right.
How much I had the master consciousness.
So this is also a very important thing from brain education and body and brain practices. If you've ever been to a center, you'll see we talk a lot about checking your results.
Checking the results.
And again, checking the results is not about just praise or punishment or feeling good or bad. It's about checking how effective my action was.
Yes.
Did I focus enough? Did I choose it enough? And then was the action the right action?
Yes. When we say like check or like evaluation, then naturally our judgment make our body tense. Right. Evaluation. But you are evaluating from your true self. And then through your master consciousness. Right.
So, if you are watching, let's do something together. Let's take this time. If you're watching, even if you're working or doing something else, why don't we take a little time to check in and also make an intention for the rest of the weekend or for next week or the rest of the month, which is not very long. Let's do a little shoulder roll. Even if you're on your computer working, you can do a shoulder roll.
Wow, already it makes me feel better.
Little shoulder makes you feel better?
Oh, yes.
Big smile. How about a little jaw wiggling? Or the ever popular nose exercise, wiggle your nose. A lot of energy can be trapped in these facial muscles. You might start yourself yawning. Yawning is a good sign. It means that this broadcast is very exciting. If you start yawning, I'm not offended. The other way, if you start yawning, I'm offended though.
I see. But as you do that, then people call me like dumb and dumber.
Dumb and dumber.
They screen capture only this part and...
Well, you can't help that. If you're broadcasting live, people can record, do whatever they want with it. All right, now a little chest tapping.
And Nahida said before I sleep, I make meditation 15 minutes each day.
15 minutes.
That's
I
good.
often do sleeping tiger posture or bridge posture at night before, and then some breathing.
That is really good habit.
And then toe tapping, yes, definitely. I also use the wooden pillow.
Wooden pillow is
Oh, that's my recommendation this week. Last week I recommended the Healing Chakras book and we shared the link. This time I'm going to share a link for the wooden pillow because I really love using that at night before sleep to kind of loosen up the spine.
I love that too.
All right?
Yeah.
So I wanna recommend that one from Change Your Energy.
So while we prepare that, then keep tapping.
Yeah.
Keep tapping. Yes. Your chest.
Tapping.
Your long meridians.
All right.
Right. Your large intestine meridian channels.
All right. So I'm going to share that link to the wooden pillow. I really recommend it.
So the link is on Body Brain TV, and then he's working on Facebook too. Wow,
I love
working
the
hard.
wooden pillow. I love.
Right, keep tapping.
Oh, onion, Shakespeare. We've got an onion watching us.
And shoulders too, shoulders. And why don't you have a big smiling face?
Okay.
Big smiling face.
All right, good. How about a little massage for the belly?
Okay, good.
So what time is it where you are? Is it lunchtime? It's lunchtime for us.
Lunchtime for us, yes.
Is it after lunch? Is it almost dinner time? How's your belly feeling? You got to really check in with your body each day, different times. Is there a wooden pillow class? Many of our centers do wooden pillow class or do online class. And you can find one of the videos on Body and Brain TV is a wooden pillow class as well. You search for wooden pillow. Okay, now rub your hands together. We're going to do a little energy meditation. Tap the fingertips. And shake out your wrists. Okay, for anybody who has not done this before, energy meditation. I saw a great video on TikTok recently.
Macro 9:42 p.m.
Ooh.
Wow.
I saw a video on TikTok from somebody with like 20,000 followers who was practicing this Qigong meditation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know that they knew it, but they must have learned it in our center or one of the videos. It's this, you wake up the hands like this and you feel the energy there. So can you feel a magnetic sensation?
I can. Wow, great.
Usually you can feel a little warmth, a little tingling, something like that. So that's really good. And then you want to focus on it. You can start to play with that feeling. Breathe in and breathe out. I'm going to do a little sound meditation.
Oh, that is great.
While we do this.
Macro mic, where are you connecting? 8:43 p.m.
Yeah. Okay, so feel the energy, and this sound might help you to feel a sensation.
That really helps. I can feel my hands vibrate, and also my abdomen vibrates too. UK Macro mic, welcome.
Feel your hands. Do you like the homemade musical instruments? You can find this in your kitchen.
Wow, kitchen orchestra.
Kitchen meditation. How about a drum? You can actually feel different parts of your body, especially if you're listening through some speakers or something where it's really producing sound waves. Because I'm here with it, I can really feel this in my stomach area. And chest. And let's just take one more minute. Now meditate about your morning. What kind of morning do you want? Do you want a relaxed morning? Do you want a powerful, energetic morning? You don't have to think much, but just kind of feel the energy and feel the picture of the morning or the feeling of the morning that you like.
The energy will come to you and then it will manifest in your life.
And how about work day or middle of the day? What kind of feeling, what kind of activity, what kind of emotion, what kind of physicality do you want to feel during each day? Do you want to be more relaxed? Do you want to be more inspired and energetic?
Or do you want to feel more powerful?
Yeah.
And enthusiastic?
We need to set the intention before we can actually do anything with it. So we're still doing that hand meditation. You can just hands on the knees, you can just breathe. How about the evening time? What kind of feeling and energy and experience do you want your nighttime to be more of?
Do you want to be relaxed and inspired?
Do you want to feel cozy in your body? Do you want to sleep better? How do you want to, sleep at night? Do you want to improve that? Do you want to have a better routine, less worries, more satisfaction? Feel how you want your evening to go.
And do you feel that you can improve the quality of your life?
So let's pick at least one of those things and make that your intention for this weekend, for tonight, or for next week. What aspect of your daily routine do you want to stick to and upgrade for your overall wellness? Can you comment? Let's make a little declaration. Put it in the comments. What do you want to establish or strengthen in your routine? Or what do you want to eliminate from your routine? That's okay too.
That declaration is really important.
Yeah, it matters. So for me, actually I can feel morning, daytime, and evening some intention. But I think what I'll choose to focus on the most is during the day.
During the day.
Because we have pretty good morning routine and I have a pretty good evening routine. But I really want to maintain peaceful, kind of centered, positive energy throughout the workday, even when I'm busy or when I'm challenged by something. I don't want to lose that feeling. So that's my intention for next week.
Yeah, similar to you. In my case, I want to improve, especially after lunch, before dinner.
After lunch, before dinner?
Yes.
And then I see Macro Mike saying, early morning meditation and prayer. So important there in the morning. Yep.
Wow.
And you say, I know it. That's important. A lot of these things we already know. This is not something new that someone is telling you for the first time. This is stuff I know, you know, but it's really about setting the intention and taking action.
Yeah.
Heart Sunshine LA, less time on my phone is a very important one, especially if it's kind of randomly always getting your attention. If you can set those hours, it really helps.
Right.
I'm not going to pay attention. Completing, Melissa Ivy official, yeah, completing work tasks. Feels so good when you set the task, when you complete the task, right? You sleep better, I know I do. You can socially feel better.
Macro Mike said, but it can end up being in the latter part of the day, so must change this.
Yeah, I think that's true. But one important thing that you might have experienced is even if you can't do it in the morning like you wanted, sometimes just finishing it later in the day is still going to help you feel better.
Right.
So don't be too strict, but really do your best to make a clear intention and promise to yourself and then follow through with it.
And remember, when you did it, then please praise yourself.
Yeah.
Give a small reward to yourself.
That praise, that feedback is important because that creates the cycle of wanting to do it again.
Good job.
If you don't do that, even though your willpower is strong, eventually you'll just feel burned out if you never get a little reward for it. And then we can graduate. Eventually we can just really do it out of our own integrity.
Right.
All right. I think it's time to go.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, everybody, for spending some time together, especially for sharing your awakenings and your comments. It really helps.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate that.
We will be back next week. Let us know in the comments, especially if you're watching this later, not live. Let us know what kind of things that you got out of this that we haven't seen. And let us know what you'd like us to focus on and share that we can all communicate about next week.
And please share this video if you liked it, and also subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, please subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. Check out that wooden pillow and everything on Change Your Energy. There's a lot of cool stuff. There's a new book coming out from the founder of Body and Brain, Il about water up, fire down. It's going to be very in-depth. I see Emma wants to be more process-oriented, less results-oriented. Peaceful healing process for what I'm creating. I totally agree. Being in the process, having a stable process is that long-term benefit. Mm-hmm. Thank you for so much for educating. Yep. We're going to keep sharing brain education. We will do this again. We're doing this on Fridays around this time. Today we did a little later. Sometimes we do around 1 p.m. Eastern. This time it was, 3 p.m. Eastern? Mm-hmm. We will do this again next week on Friday. And let us know if there's another time that would be good for you. And of course, topics that you'd be interested in.
Yes. All right, so let's create good routine and good habit, healthy habits.
That's right. Use the power of routine. Online class in 30 minutes. Yay!
Yay! Macro Mike, thank you so much. And Nahida, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. We will see you next time. Have a great week.
Thank you. Healthy habits.
Healthy habits. Bye-bye.